gears a little bit, because it's not just teaching teachers that are already in the school setting. Dr. Weigand, I want you to talk a little bit about your work training BCBAs, the next generation of BCBAs.
Yeah, that's here in New Mexico, one of the things that we do have some limitations in terms of human capital, and so that is a difficult part of it. When I came to New Mexico in 2006, so that was 10 years ago, I was the only BCBA in the state, and the state didn't even hear of BCBAs. They didn't even know whether or not what they should do with them. And now we have probably, I think, around 60, 45, 60, a large part of them coming out of the university as in the teaching program. But what I can do here in Santa Fe Public Schools is help with them getting credentialed and providing supervision and some direction in that way. And so we have so far one person who's gone through the supervision and will be sitting for the exam shortly, and we're starting with another staff person. So it's like grandfather's teeth, they're few and far between, but we're slowly building that clinical capital. The academic capital is there. We have those professors at University of New Mexico. We just need now to get people in people's homes and bring these services there.
Amazing the work that both of you are doing in all those different ways. Now there's a rumor that you guys have watched Autism Live and sometimes use some of the material that we have used. Is this true, or is this just people trying to make me feel good?
No, this is very true. I'm also a university professor for several ABA programs, and I find that, especially in the online learning situation, that sometimes having a visual to look at when you're talking about things like differential reinforcement or behavioral momentum, that it's sometimes easier to see things in action. And so we use a lot of your programs, especially, and we use it in the training too with our 5-day autism training, because what I really like is your jogging of the day.
Okay.
You go through extinction and you go through 3-term contingencies, and those are just, it's really nice because it puts it in very simple, understandable, user-friendly terms that sometimes I can't find the words for because I'm too BCBA in my head. But those tangents are important because it's actually giving the listener and the viewer some processing time. But I remember you used one example of a light bulb or a light switch that was no longer working, and you use the example when you're talking about extinction burst.
Yes.
It provides such a real, very grounded example that anybody can relate to. And that's the beauty of your program, is presenting these very sophisticated, scientific-based concepts in a way that anybody can understand it, and that breeds the success of the implementation.
Shannon, I have to tell you, sometimes in the afternoon, I'm here until about 6:30 at night, and a lot of my, this is an office with a few people in it, but after they've left, I'll turn on Autism Live, and it'll play in the background of what I'm, like the new weekly episode or something, and I'll play it in the background while I'm doing work in the office. So,
oh man,
that's why I also use Autism Live.
So
wow, you make my day.
It's important for me too, just even parents' perspectives, and always not only just in my community, but actually hearing things in other communities in other states, and I enjoy the show. So
the parent part of it is so important, Shannon. We with our 5-day autism training, one night out of the 5, we have a parent panel where we have parents it could be of the students who are participating in the training, or it could be any parent of any student in the district who has autism, and we have a parent panel. So they come in for our 25 trainees, And we ask them some very difficult questions. We ask them questions about, when did you first recognize something was different? What is the worst fear in the future? And there's not a dry eye in the room when we go through that. But it presents what we want our trainees to understand is what the parents go through and how it's important for us not only to have expertise, but to also have that compassion and that understanding and that support for parents who live with it 24/7.
I appreciate you guys more than you know. You know, there are days when we do our show, we call it the little show that could, and we don't know where it's going and who's using it. And we made a decision early on that we were going to put it in as many places as we could find, that we could put it, that it could be free, that people could download it, and that people could use it in whatever way that they wanted, at whatever time of day that they wanted, so that maybe we could be helpful in some way. And a lot of times we don't know, you know, so we did not know that you guys were watching. We did not know that you were listening in and showing it. So it made our day.
That we're groupies.
Well, no, please, I'm groupies of yours. No, it made our day that we could help. And so my next question is to you: what do you wish we were covering that we haven't covered yet? Is there jargon that we haven't done that you want done?
You know, you asked earlier about DVDs or a book or something, and I'm just wondering if your venue would not be a good avenue to cover some of these these evidence-based practices, to have some demonstration of them, and then and also to, not only just to have the theory and the science behind it, but also what it looks like when you implement it. You know, I mean, I think that you know, that would reach a lot of people.
Maybe we should collaborate, ladies. Maybe we should collaborate. I have a camera. I have a studio that travels. We'll have to talk about that. And in the meantime, though, if there's something specific that, you know, we always take requests from everybody. So we would certainly take them from you, because truly it touches my heart as a parent and as a former teacher and as somebody who sees what the possibilities are, and who hates the roadblocks. I hate it. I've spent the last 2 days talking to a parent who can't even get her school district, even though she has diagnoses from 2 places, can't get them to do an IEP for her child with autism spectrum disorder. And you know, though, that is maddening to me. And I think a lot of us get caught up in those stories and get to feeling like, well, the school is against us. And you are the perfect example of a school who has said, we're going to put education first, and we're going to be inclusive in that, and we're going to listen to IDEA and give all of our kids a free, appropriate public education with a floor of opportunity in which to access the curriculum. You guys are doing that, and sometimes that's hard to do, and it's impossible to do unless you give the teachers tools. And that's one of my soapboxes. So man, you're my heroes. You're getting it done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So where can people go to find out more information about what you guys do, and both the BCBA stuff and the teacher trainings for the younger grades, K through 12?
We're looking at
How can they reach you?
My email address is jtilton, Tilton, at SFPS, so that's Santa Fe Public Schools, SFPS, K12.nm.us.
Okay. I know some teachers that I want to refer to you guys so that they can see that this can be done, and some administrators that I want to refer as well. And I hope that everybody that is having a problem with their school district takes this, gets the link to this interview, and send it to your school administrator to let them know what's possible. Truly, I thank you guys so much, and this is just the beginning of a long conversation that I hope to be having with you guys for years to come.
Excellent.
All right?
Thank you so much.
We're going to collaborate. I'm going to be in touch. Thank you so much. I'm coming to New Mexico, so
right.
I'm gonna drop in and see you guys. All right.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
everything you're doing.